right, guys, big breaking news coming out. New Jersey Governor Phil Murphy declares state of emergency for propane shortage after issues at major gas plants. Now, this is not good. You guys already know multiple states is seeing some cold temperatures. New Jersey is one of them, and these people, they do need like the gas and propane, stuff like that, in order to keep the heat on. All right, so we're going to see what's going on in this one here. So Governor Phil Murphy is declaring a state of emergency. All right, guys, before I start, for those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. And for those of you that want to contribute to the channel, we do have the Cash App link and the PayPal link in the comments box and also the description box. Once again, thank you so much for your support. A little update. We just got home from the hospital not too long ago. Early this morning, we're talking about early morning, I had to take my wife to the emergency room. She was having tough time breathing. She was, again, she wasn't feeling well. So they did test on her, and come to find out it's not COVID. She's at first they thought it was influenza A, but come to find out it's bronchitis leading towards pneumonia. Now they gave her a machine so she could breathe, and because every time she was just breathing, she just kept coughing nonstop. So they gave her this machine. Also, she had pain right here in her left neck, and all this right here. It's like massive pain. They said the reason why is because of coughing and sneezing, so it might have pulled a muscle here. So ibuprofen and resting and using that machine, that's the only way. So thank you so much for the prayers. I really appreciate it. And a lot of people's going through the same stuff. Now they're saying that it's influenza A that's going around. CV19 is going around. Bronchitis is going around. You got multiple stuff spreading across the U.S. So we are praying for a lot of people. Be safe out there. Okay, so it says here, New Jersey Governor Phil Murphy declared a state of emergency for a propane shortage starting Friday morning, weeks after a service disruption at a major propane plant threatened the supply in the Garden State. It's a move that the Gov says will help keep the fuel heating thousands of residents' homes amid a long stretch of cold weather. One thing I forgot about Jersey, and I used to live up there, is that everything is like gas up there. They don't, again, here in the state of Florida, we don't have like the gas pipelines. Everything is just, we have the built-in units in the backyard, AC and heat and stuff like that. But New Jersey, they still have those gas pipelines. They still go by that, which is something that's, just thinking about it, it's a little spooky. All right, so it says here, the state of emergency will allow New Jersey to obtain federal permission to loosen restrictions on the schedules and hours of delivery drivers transporting propane gas into the state. Governor Phil Murphy's office said in a news release, the state of emergency will begin at 9 a.m. Eastern Time on Friday, December 12th. So that is today. All right, so this is why we tell a lot of people to stock up. Again, we've been telling people to make sure you have these stuff ready, because a lot of people were going to be without heat because of the propane issue. Now, the governor declared an urgent state of emergency to get these people the propane that they need, because it's too cold out there. You need heat. You need heat. So let this be a lesson. Let the SNAP EBT be a lesson. Let all this be a lesson. You need to stock up and you need to prep. Eventually, one day, they're not going to come for the rescue. They're not going to be there for you, because when things hit the fan, when the system collapses, you're on your own. It says here, Murphy order did not specify which plant was experiencing service issues, but said it was in Marcus Hook, Pennsylvania. Excuse me. The issue began on November 21st, 2025, he said. In the governor's 5-page executive order signed Thursday, It's noted that the disruption will cause longer wait times for propane trucks and limits on drivers' schedules could further exacerbate the problem. All right. If you guys hear like chickens in the background, I got some chickens. I got like 2 or 3 chicken, but they're laying eggs. The eggs that they're laying is big. I mean, I don't know what's going on with these chicken, but they're laying some big monster eggs. It's like something like this. I mean, it's huge. I'm like, man, that had to hurt. So we got like 4 big monster eggs. Again, you see the jumbo eggs in Walmart. It's like 3 times bigger than that. I mean, I don't know what's going on with them. They're laying those monster eggs, saying, "Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Jesus." But right now, I could feel her pain. I could hear the chicken just crying right now. So it says here, Murphy order did not specify which. Okay, we already know that. It says here without an emergency order in place. Propane truck drivers are limited to 11 hours of driving time, but under a state of emergency, drivers' maximum drive time can be extended to 14 hours, with a mandated 10 consecutive hours off-duty time in between shifts on the road. Governor Phil Murphy said in a news release that the emergency was needed to ensure that the approximately 186,000 New Jerseyans who rely on propane for home heating purposes can receive it without interruption. So that's the number. 186,000 New Jerseyans out there rely on propane, gas, and stuff like that. I mean, just imagine if the governor, not declaring state of emergency, they'd be in big trouble. It would be cold in their homes. This executive order expands delivery capabilities to keep homes heated and families secure. The governor said New Jerseyans who may be impacted can visit ready.newjersey.gov for updates. So we're going to skip all this here, guys. So if you need to use a generator to warm your home, here are some generator safety tips. It's very important for those of you that don't know a lot about generators. You need to ask someone who knows. Also, do not keep a generator inside your home. That is a big red flag. Don't keep your generator inside the house. It doesn't belong inside the house. So if you got one, please put it in the backyard, side of the house or something. But never, ever, ever bring a generator inside your house. It's just common sense. It's parking your car inside the living room and turning that car on. What happened? Carbon monoxide. It's not good. So again, New Jersey, they have this here. You see that that heating system? I haven't seen those in decades. Man, that brought back a lot of memories. My. New Jersey's still doing that? That's something like the early 1900s or the 1800s. I wonder why New Jersey still uses gas or propane. I mean, it's crazy, and I mean, you kind of think about it. New Jersey is paying for the light bill, for the gas bill, for the water bill, and the garbage. I mean, that's 4. Here in Florida, we pay for the light bill, and including in that light bill is the AC and the heater. All right, that's all in one bundle. All right, but New Jersey, I mean, you got the light, you got the gas, you got it just. I used to live in New Jersey. I used to pay a lot of money for a 2-bedroom apartment. And that 2-bedroom apartment was not the best. It was ugly. They never keep up to date. Those apartments is not the greatest. It's not the cleanest either. And I'm not trying to bash no one up there, but New Jersey, you go to Patterson, you come back ASAP. Give me a second here, guys. So this is the latest updates here when it comes to the winter storm. All right, so you got Pittsburgh. It's going to be on high alert. All right, so I do have some more information for you guys when it comes to the weather. Something that's very important to talk about. All right, so let me see. Give me a second here. New Jersey weather forecast. Ooh, look at this. Yeah, no wonder Governor Phil Murphy declares state of emergency. They need those propane ASAP. Man. Ooh. Wow. It's going to be cold. Man, they really need that propane. Once again, this is New Jersey. Ooh. Friday, at least the sun is out. But yeah, the weekends, not that great. That's cold. That is brutal cold. And then nighttime, it just dropped into the 20s. Man. It seems like next week is going to be a little better. But New Jersey, we are praying for you guys. We are praying. We are praying for you. Please be safe out there. That's crazy weather there. That's crazy. Excuse me, weather. Man. This is the reason why Governor Phil Murphy is declaring a state of emergency. People need heaters. They need it. Give me a second here. I want to check out the power outage really quick here, guys. So far, it's not that much. You see the map is blank, which means that it's not much power outage. You got Washington, California. Washington, I can understand. I guess they're referring to Washington State. Yes, Washington State. For those of you that don't know, Washington State is going through that massive flood, okay? So there's an outage going on, but it's not that bad. It's not that bad. 6,225 without power. I mean, it's not that bad compared to like 100,000. Then you have California, and then moving down to Texas is 4,000, Ohio, West Virginia, North Dakota, Michigan, Oregon. Other than that, it seems like everything looks pretty good, all right? So here's Washington, all right? So 6,225. They've seen some power outages. Customer track is 3.6 million. All right. So once again, we are praying for the people out there in Washington. I know the governor declared a state of emergency for Washington State. They are still planning on evacuating 100,000 people. That's a huge population. And again, there is a flood warning going on. So officials are sounding the alarm. They are telling the people out there to be prepared for possible evacuation. All right, guys. So this is where we at when it comes to state of emergencies. Washington, New Jersey, and I do believe there's another state that declares state of emergency. But again, this is where we at. And we are praying for millions of Americans out there that's going to be facing some severe winter storm. I'm going to keep you updated with that winter storm. Please prepare your families. Stay in prayer. Always stock up. Make sure you have that King James Version Bible with you wherever you go. Thank you so much for watching, guys. For those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. Once again, guys, $5 a month Patreon. We get you access to our live stream. We go live once a week. We talk about things that we cannot talk about on this platform. Also, I posted videos today. Those links will be in the comments box. thank you so much for watching, guys. God bless you all. Put faith and trust in Jesus Christ, for he's the only way, the truth, and the life. No one gets to the Father except through Jesus. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Till next time later. Peace.